In this video, we'll show you how to add an employee to Merchant OS. The first thing you want to do is click on Admin, then Employee Setup. Click New Employee and enter the employee's first and last name and click Save. The Role dropdown gives the employee certain rights in Merchant OS. We'll stick with Associate for now. You can fill out any other information you want to. You want to then give the employee a login. Now these are unique to Merchant OS, so all the users of Merchant OS have a unique login. So if you use Jim, I'm sure it will already be taken, so you want to add maybe some numbers or letters. The access pin is to quickly switch between employees, and I'll show you how that works a little bit later. You can also change the access pin from the main employee screen. So let's try changing to the test employee. Type in the pin number, and you can see at the top of the page the username has changed, and there's a limited account accessibility. There's no admin button. So let's go back to the main user's account. Admin button's back there, and the username is back at the top of the page. So let's go to a custom role, and this will give us more access to rights that the employee has. So these are all the rights in the system. You can check the box if you want them to have that access. Don't forget to hit save if you do change it. But we'll change it back to associate, and we'll take a look at the associate roles. To get there, you go to admin, employee roles, and click the pencil next to associate. These are all the rights that the associate has in Merchant OS. So you can change these depending on what access you want to give them. There's also the manager, admin, and owner roles. So another thing on here is external login, and that means they can log in from any PC that's connected to the internet. So one thing, if you deselect the external login and go back to it, it was checked again. So basically it's getting overwritten by the associate's role. So the associate role rights has an external login checkbox that was checked, so it was overriding what you were doing in the main employee setup screen. So if you're going to limit access to associates, make sure that you have the external login checkbox checked. If you want to keep track of who's making sales in Merchant OS, you can go to your general options and check the require before pin before each sale checkbox. That way, whenever you start a new sale, it'll require that the employee enter their pin. So if you're working the register and walk away and someone else walks up and starts making a sale, it won't be under your username, it'll be under theirs. Another thing you can do in the main employee screen page is lock the employee out. So if an employee gets fired or they quit, you can click the lock button and they won't have access to Merchant OS. Their PIN number won't even work.